Hello and welcome to Lent 40 days. My name is Maria Bond and today is Ash Wednesday. So we're going to be talking about Lent. Now, welcome to the very first day of Lent, our 40 days Lent series. What an awesome time to center our minds on what really, really matters. In Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3, it says, "Thou will keep you in perfect peace, whose eyes is stayed on me." So we are to center our thoughts, our minds, our emotions, everything all on God, and just to give Him the glory as we move closer to Easter. And as we reflect on the beauty and the wonder of God, in preparation for Easter, we are able to declutter our minds and create space for His presence and His perfect peace. After Jesus was baptized, just before His ministry, he experienced quite a bit of temptation in the wilderness. And I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 4, verse 1 to 11, which reads, "Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit onto the wilderness, tempted by the devil. And after he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he then became hungry. The tempter came and said to him, 'If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread.' But he answered and said, 'It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God.' The second temptation. Then the devil took him into the holy city and had him stand on the pinnacle of the temple and said to him, 'If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, He will command His angels concerning you. And on their hands they will bear you up, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.' Jesus said to him, 'On the other hand, it is written, You shall not put the Lord your God to shame.' The third temptation. Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, 'All these things I will give you, if you fall down and worship me.' And then Jesus said to him, 'Go, Satan, for it is written, You shall worship the Lord your God and serve Him only.' Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and began to minister to him." And we can see Jesus in the wilderness fighting off the evil thoughts that come to your mind. We all experience this as human beings, where thoughts come to our mind to distract what we say we're going to do, what we put our minds to focus on. And through this period that you're going through Lent, whatever it is that you decide that you're going to give up, whether it's sweets or whether it's to fast for that period of time, be it a liquid fast or a Daniel fast or a 1 meal a day fast, just remember that it's not a legalistic thing. You do it out of your heart, and God sees your heart. And keep your heart and your mind focused on Him. Because these temptations that Jesus went through, you will go through them too, inevitable. But it's there to make you stronger. He said, "I set a table before you in the presence of your enemy," which means of temptation, your enemy is there. There's a table set for you. And out of that trial, and the victory from that trial builds you. So there becomes bread. It's bread for you. It's a good thing. It enables you to grow, to strengthen, to become the person that God calls you to be. And this is a glorious time. It's an opportunity for us to join with the saints and and put our fleshly desires unto submission, so that we can be able to keep our minds and our hearts steadfast on God. And then we can grow and be in perfect peace with God. We learn a lot from the scriptures. We learn a lot from his reactions when he was tested with food. And he said, "Man shall not live by bread alone." This shows us that one is spirit, as it says in John chapter 1, verse 1. He says, he said, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God," which means, therefore, Jesus is the Word. and we need to worship him in spirit and truth. But we are also spirit. In John chapter 6, verse 36, it says, "It is the spirit who gives life. The flesh profiteth nothing. The word that I have spoken to you are spirit and their life." So when we see ourselves as spirits, knowing that the spirit man, mankind, the true man, the true humanity, which is man or male or female, we don't live by food or earthly desires and earthly fleshly things, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. The word, Logos, that was with God, that is God. That's what keeps us. And Jesus is the word, and he is God. So we eat our daily meal. Our main meal should be that word, consuming it and allowing it to build our spirit to enable us to be who we are. The second temptation, when he was tested and told that, I will, to come to the top of the pinnacle and fall, and of course your God will catch you. And he says, no, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test. That's another thing as well. We can't be doubters. We've got to know who we serve. We put on the helmet of salvation and we move on in faith, knowing that he keeps us in perfect peace because our hearts and our minds are stayed on him. How do we build our faith? The word. The word is able to build you and nourish you in all things. And he's given us the measure of faith that we need. So faith is not a struggle. We're not trying to be. We just know who we are and we be, and we feed ourselves on the word, and that produces the faith. That enables our faith to be strong because we've already got faith. He's given us the measure of faith. He's given us all that we need for a life of godliness. So we just build on what he's given. We work it. We work what he's given us, and we take advantage and work it because that's what we ought to do. That's what he's done it for. That's what he died and rose again for. That is what he put to, that's what he shed his blood for. And that blood is what we stand on. And that's what we stand because it sanctifies us and takes us to glory. We know who we are. We're not like the Israelites in the wilderness with Moses, doubting after all the miracles that seen, all the things, the fact that you can breathe, the fact that you have life. You look out of your window, the beauty that's there, the beauty around you. It says he's the very air that we breathe. So take comfort and do not put the Lord your God to the test. And the third main temptation here was, he said, you shall worship the Lord your God, of him only. All we need is God. We need Jesus. That's what we need. If we keep our focus on him, that's what we need. Some of these things that we hold on to, addictions, habits, things that comfort us, our life net. We put our life net in the word, not in things, not in fleshly desires, not in food, and not in habits and addictions, and not in people. But we keep our mind focused on the Lord God because he is the word made flesh, who dwelt among us. And we can't go wrong. Our minds and our hearts are steadfast on him. I'm Maria Bond, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.